And let's learn about Pipkin, this weird person I keep seeing. All right, let's see here. Who is my...
Organize all of the aisles again? Where would their kitsune section be now? I swear to God, if I have to be stuck with the horse memes for another week, I'm gonna fucking shoot up a
Oh.
Oh, hey, crazy seeing you here. You're probably wondering, who the hell is that deranged rabbit girl blasting up the foot care section? Promise to be my meat shield, and I'll tell you all I know about this rabid maniac.
Jesus. That was a good entrance. I'll say I liked that entrance.
Pipkin Pippa is the embodiment of she's just like me for real, and by just like me, I mean your average basement-dwelling keyboard warrior. Pippa is a female English virtual YouTuber and a member of Face Connect. She debuted as part of its first generation.
Wait, she's...
Rinku Ashilia, Hakushika Iori,
Okay, this is a...
Fujikura Uruka, Shizui Mishiru, and Utatane Naza. She's kind of like a female, more hyperactive version of Asmongold. After all, they both drink way too much soda and repurpose entirely harmless part of their households for quite unsavory uses.
And no more vomit drawer.
Wait, what do you mean no more?
No more. Like, I haven't had mold in here for a while.
So I've gotten to the point that I don't believe any of these people, like, because Kirsha does the same thing. Like, they're, you know, pathetic, their rooms are a mess, shit like that. I don't believe it's anything more than trying to copy the Asmongold methodology, and it's just kind of pathetic.
Oh.
No, the other thing.
Oh, I haven't had a vomit drawer in like over 2 years now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Listen, now I grab the trash can out of the bathroom like a normal person.
Why did you keep a drawer?
Yeah.
Because
They want to be Asmon so bad. Yeah, it is. And it's just the he makes money and he lives in filth. So if I pretend to do that, maybe I'll get famous. And in some cases, these people start to make it, I guess. But it's just so absolutely pathetic.
I needed something that I could like lay my head into in case I got sick in the middle of the night.
And you were like a kid when you did this?
No, God!
In a world filled with carefully curated personas, Pippa's unabashedly degenerate antics deeply resonate with her audience.
Oh fuck, you guys said a bunch of them! Holy shit!
Attracting a devoted cult following. Her genuine and unfiltered opinions, regardless of the potential for pushback or controversy, have struck a deep chord with her loyal fanbase. As deranged as Pippa comes off, she is still very relatable and stands as a refreshing...
That looks like pedo bait to me. Hygiene is woke. Yes, hygiene is woke. And that just looks like pedo bait to me.
Anomaly in the VTuber scene. From reacting to wacky stories to 4chan reading ASMR.
I want Pippa to lick her souls clean of my seed after the act is done.
Pippa has endless
Jesus.
content ready to destroy you mentally. Pippa, as sometimes dubbed Walmart Pecora, is a good case study of what happens when the creator is more degenerate than the audience. But naturally, straddling the fine line between edgy humor and shock value can stir debates, leading to polarized opinions about her. This divide is stark, with individuals either adoring her unique charm or finding her approach very off-putting. Before Pippa's debut, she released these videos as teasers showcasing her personality. 3 of her notable videos include Vtubers are PSYOP, where she claims that Vtubers were part of a government PSYOP to ensure that humans wouldn't breed, PPPP, and a clean version of Ram Ranch.
Okay. So she just feeds into the troll retards that believe government conspiracies, pedo bait. She does the thing that, you know, I'm edgy. I'm an edgy person kind of thing. And I feel like, okay, there's nothing wrong with being edgy, right? You know, you can have some, oh, here we go. What should we call our ship? I mean, you can be edgy. You can make jokes. You can make, you know, I have nothing against being edgy, right? 19 years in the military, you tell some dead baby jokes. You tell some, the SS disaster. Fine. But there's this thing that I've seen lately where it's just like edginess for edginess sake. And I mean, and it's okay, I guess. You're gonna have it happen with kids, right? Kids are just going to be edgy. That's kind of what happens. But then when you get these people who are getting into their 20s or their late 20s and into their 30s, it's like you can still be edgy, but just don't be gay about it. Safe edgy is pretty cringe, though. Safe edgy, well, I'm not saying it has to be safe edgy, right? Both of them can be cringe left or right? I may make a joke about bringing back the rule of thumb, or I don't know. Just this, it annoys me, maybe because I'm old, the constant over the top edginess, right? And this is a guy who listens to edgy commentary guys, right? I don't mind their edginess. I don't feel like it's over the top just to be over the top. Almost also edgy people nowadays caring about their public perception. Yeah, that's a funny thing to see. Like, it's like, come on, man, you're either be edgy or don't, or I don't know. A lot of times it's just used to stir up something to get people's attention. It's not being edgy because, I don't know, you're an edgy person. I don't know how to explain it. I feel like I'm floundering. Oh, look, there we go. Aw, Krax is already in a fight. These fucking guys. These guys. So let's see what more we get.
18 happy friends at a slumber party. Big fat fluffy pillows wanting to be hugged.
A classic. Pippa initially dreamt of joining Hololive.
Okay.
I'm, in a way, glad she got rejected, because if she did join Hololive, there is no way we would.
We've all said things in our life that we don't necessarily agree with now, right? And you need one of those mics with the bright red LED when it's on. I do. You know, Nasmer mentioned grabbing the a Stream Deck, and I have a little one with 6 buttons, and I try and keep it to where I can see that, but I never look down at it. Basically, what it comes down to is just if you change, fine. Don't become a little wretch about it, and just don't be over the top edgy, right? Hang it in the wall. That's not a bad idea.
would have ever got the Pippa that we know today. She finally made her long-awaited debut on June 20, 2021. In that stream, she explained that she's actually 3, that she likes tabletop RPGs, and if you're a D&D lover like Pippa, do you know what else you might like? This book called The Tome of Phalor. It's a beautiful, comprehensive guide to the realm of fairies. Think of it like the fairy equivalent of the Monster Manual.
Why the fuck would you call yourself 3? Like, that's just the weird part about the edgy ones are when they grow up to somehow start to police others like they have room to speak. Yeah, I agree. Like, I still enjoy edgy jokes from now on. I don't say as many as I used to, and a lot of the stuff I said was in private, not on social media. But to then become the person that you used to hate and say edgy jokes too is I don't know, hilarious.
During her debut, Pippa also stated that she likes power chords, playing video games, and she loves chips. On the other hand, she hates technical difficulties, lag, bufferings, and crowds, but most of all, she hates the federal government.
Okay. I can agree with that. I dislike the federal government too.
30 on 30. I'm not a big fan of the government. 30 on 30. I'm not a big fan of the government.
If you hadn't noticed already, Pippa is what we call a conspiracy theorist. She kind of tried to be more clean in the first few weeks of her debut.
Chat, you wanna kiss? Winding up.
Wolf, go get a gun.
It lasted a total of like 2 streams, and she slowly evolved into what she is today.
Okay, no, what are you doing? Fight! Fight!
Pippa loves
No.
everyone she collaborates with her conspiracy
Cracks will fucking fight women, but he doesn't want to fight a rabbit.
theories and odd internet facts.
Oh, God.
With Kirsha. Collaborations between Pippa and her are consistently remarkable because of their amazing synergy. I believe collabs have the potential to be much more than just combining view counts. If the creators really click, it makes for content that grabs attention in ways they couldn't do by themselves. So just combining 2 big fan bases might not even bring the best results at times. This really showcases how it's all about that connections in those collabs, which can spark amazing content. And this goes for creators big and small.
I'm sorry, what?
It's a black squirrel.
Oh.
What? Why can't you just say, okay?
She's gotta specify that it's melanated for when she attacks it.
That's pretty funny.
The thing is, Pippa often describes herself as being quite pessimistic about the world and herself, but not when it comes to VTubing. Regarding VTubing, she harbors an incredible passion, and when she begins discussing them, you can tell she sees them as a positive driving force and source of inspiration, and that she is quite knowledgeable about the topic as well as being full of great advices.
And you cannot be them, but you can be you. This is so corny. This is so corny. But you can be you, and you can be one of those like super cool people. You can be super talented and super amazing, and it might take you longer to get to that point. And it's really upsetting sometimes. You gotta let go of your ego though. But just keep at it, and then you'll hit whatever fucking age. You hit 40, and suddenly you're fucking Leonardo da Vinci in your fucking drawings and your inventions and whatever the hell, you know?
So it would make sense for Pippa to found her own VTuber idol agency. In one instance, she even started a meme idol agency called Flavor. Flavor is a meme corporation set up by Pippa with the help of AI. It's meant as a parody of VTubing and corporate culture. In this setup, Pippa is portrayed as a failed evil corporate CEO who got fired from her previous company called Kuro Company after one of her former talents revealed Pippa was using her powers to force sexual favors from the talents. Given that the entire project is open source, Pippa's fans begin to contribute, leading to a surge of content for her community to engage with. It became a creative sandbox for everyone involved. This initiative led to 5 generations of VTuber models which were adopted and operated by her fans emerging from this agency.
That's okay. That's a pretty interesting idea that she had to come up with. Doing something that gets the fans involved kind of shows like an understand, like it builds something for your community to do, and it seems like her community really enjoyed doing that to the point that it built other VTubers. I got to give some kind of respect to that.
Even created Twitter accounts for each and every single model. Made-up lores also emerged from this parody agency, including fake Discord logs that were leaked, and even, yes, fake VTuber drama, leading to one of their affiliated talents having to issue an apology on social media. Initially, it was all fun and games, but eventually, she kind of lost control of it as it took a life on its own. Her coworkers began to get annoyed with some of the interactions with her fan base, and even the CEO of Face Connect, Sakana, started sweating a little bit, I'm sure. Everyone was wondering how much she was actually responsible for what the flavor talents were doing.
So, like, do you actually, like, run these accounts or something? Like, what? None of them! I don't own any of these! None of them! I have no part in this! All I did, I made this logo. With chat's help, I generated the images. That's it. I have not made any of these accounts.
So eventually she had to distance herself from it. And that's kind of the
Interesting.
downside of having an edgy fan base. The positive aspects is that you're extremely hard to cancel because most things will fly with them. The downside is that they're kind of hard to control, and if you ever want to go more sesso in the long run or want to change your content, they might revolt. In another hilarious antic created by her fanbase, the Pipakistan fan Twitter account was created. This is a roleplay account where each day the value of the fictional Pippa currency called the bun is adjusted up or down in response to Pippa's later stream or social media antics. Basically, Pippa...
Okay, next thing's up. It is interesting because you're right. When you have more controversial audience, you tend to be able to take criticism at least easier. Like, look at the Kirsch situation. You know, she actively engaged in cancel culture, but she never felt any real backlash. There was never any real risk of her getting canceled. You know, maybe losing a sponsorship, that one sponsorship that she had that she wasn't getting paid for. But it doesn't matter because her fan base is already unhinged in a way. So they don't care if you do end up doing things like that. They don't care about hypocrisies or anything else like that. It's just as long as you say the right sentence.
Has her own bank, and on that topic, what the fuck are you guys doing? Where is my bank?
How am I supposed to rule the world like this?
But one of the bigger controversies Pippa was involved in, and one that helped her put her on the map, is the Hogwarts Legacy scandal. Hogwarts Legacy is a game that came out on February 10, 2023, and is an action role-playing game set in the wizarding world of Harry.
Oh, let me guess. So she is probably one of the ones that still played it, even though everybody else was getting taken down by the people who are mad and crazy mad about it.
Harry Potter. Seems pretty innocent, right? Well, the plot twist is that its author, J.K. Rowling, has been making quite a lot of disparaging political comments about transgenders and trans rights on social media.
Yeah, always has.
Not being directly involved in the game's development or its narrative creation, Rowling profits from the game due to her ownership of the Harry Potter intellectual property, or IP. This ownership means that any content produced within the Harry Potter universe, including Hogwarts Legacy, generates royalties for her. This, of course, developed into a large-scale protest and boycott against all streamers that wanted to play
That failed miserably.
Hogwarts Legacy, regardless of their political views, which resulted into a mass harassment campaign of several content creators. A list was even created to keep track of who was playing the game at the time, creating a huge divide within the community, as the members of this list eventually became prime targets of harassment. The biggest examples of these was the targeted harassment of VTubers such as Silverveil and Pikimi. The conversation culminated in a mass cyberbullying and lots of attempts at cloud chasing from several smaller VTubers who seized the opportunity to promote their own platforms as a safe space, unlike the platforms of those who chose to play the wizard game. At the time, this minority of really loud, outspoken voices created a false consensus of unanimity in opinions. Most were too scared to speak out or give a more nuanced take on the topic for fear of losing their platforms or even being publicly harassed. So this led to the harassment, doxing, and bullying of Silvervale especially, who broke down on stream several times and even saw some of her relationships with her coworkers sour.
We all understand your feelings, and you know, I hope you enjoyed your time here while you were here. And it's okay if you don't want to be here anymore, but harassing people because they played a video game is not how you go about proper activism and try to make legitimate changes.
But the worst part of the whole thing is that the harassment also resulted in the departure of the
The problem with that is a crying woman always angers me, so I don't have a lot of empathy there.
VTuber Pipkin, who was widely loved and known for her impeccable behavior. And that's when Pippa steps in.
I think Silvervale just got harassed over it. I think some people just started fucking harassing Silvervale from Shoujo because she's playing it. They harassed Pipkin. Yeah, they harassed Pipkin. Poor Pipkin, she didn't deserve it. She did not deserve it. People fucking suck. Don't get political in here, man. Don't get political. Just, man. Okay, I'm gonna get political. Okay, I just think it's hypocritical to lose your fucking mind about the Harry Potter shit and then to go and play like Genshin Impact or fucking Blizzard games, alright? I'm just saying. I would sympathize if it was like people were consistent with it, right? But then it's not consistent. It's not fucking consistent, okay? It's not consistent.
Upon learning of Pikami's graduation, Pippa took the day off from streaming and returned the next day with a Hogwarts Legacy stream, despite her proclaimed dislike for Harry Potter. This was Pippa's way to stand against the Twitter outrage mob.
Today's stream! I hate this franchise, but I hate people on Twitter more!
The situation led to significant backlash, prompting a noticeable shift in public's opinion. The contentious nature of the issue brought about a strong reaction from those previously silent or neutral, revealing the broader spectrum of viewpoints and sparking more intense debate on the matter. And while it is true that some political agitators might have partaked in this movement, most people just wanted to play a game they loved. The problem is that these people attacked such a wide brush of people. It's like saying all Pokemon fans are transphobic. Most people didn't have any political stake in this. They just wanted to play a franchise they grew up with. Nonetheless, this event ended up catapulting Pippa to higher heights as she got lots of people talking about her, for better or for worse. Many criticized her takes, and among her biggest critic is a prominent political left-wing YouTuber called Vosh. Vosh likes to pick fights online. A lot.
Vosh got involved with Pippa. Okay. Moving me more to Pippa's side on this.
I stand by it. My moral principles are rock solid.
In hindsight, this would end up being a really poor choices of words for Vosh. So Vosh decided to pick a fight with Pippa based on internet threads meant to display her in a bad light that we'll cover later in the video.
Pippa, who I think is like a Nazi.
The problem with Vosh is that he didn't expect this bunny anime girl to end up pulling some deep lore on him and absolutely cooked him. Let's just say Vosh has a history of taking clopping a little too.
Vosh saw young-looking ladies and had to get involved. Also animal-like young ladies that he could be a horse with. Oh, God. Vosh and his missteps.
Too far.
Did you hear about what Vosh said about you? Yeah, I think he said I'm a Nazi. I'm not really concerned if a horse fucker thinks I'm a Nazi.
All right.
Right there than she thought at the time. See, Vosh has been vocal in critiquing the VTuber community, alleging that it harbors individuals with
never living 42p
an overemphasis on lolly content.
Portion of VTubers are degenerate 4chan incel.
And he's also the same guy who's recently come under fire for accidentally opening his non-sorted folder, which revealed a bunch of very young-looking girls in promiscuous positions with none other than horses.
This is an example of the kind of structure that I'm referring to.
I don't know if it's worse here that he's a mega hypocrite, that there is literal horses mixed in his prawn folder, or that all of this is right next to his stacks folder.
Knowing now that that artist is a lolicon, yeah, I can see it. When I looked at it, I think the vibe that I got was like short stack, thick kind of thing.
Oh man,
like the way like
it brings back memories of when this first came out. Oh.
Goblins get drawn in porn.
I want to emphasize that even during the intense discussions surrounding Hogwarts legacy and trans issues, Pippa consistently called for the respect of individuals' identities. She's issued a tweet.
Notice, it's nice to meet you all. It's been a hectic past few days, and I'm not sure how to word this properly. While I do appreciate all of the kind messages, I don't appreciate being used as an excuse to attack other people. Let's not shit-fling and attack other people's identities. If I see it, I'll be blocking and banning you from my community like I do the rest of the trolls and bullies. Do not try to misinterpret my words and use me as a banner to attack other people.
Huh.
Pippa.
Although it sparked considerable backlash, I believe was essential in defining her community's boundaries firmly. This step was crucial to communicate what is and isn't acceptable behavior within her community, showing her dedication to creating a respectful space despite what most of her aunties would want you to believe. On a lighter note, the next day of Pippa's Hogwarts stream was her birthday, and her fan, Mr. Yura, organized a birthday billboard ad for her, which is pretty cool. Being a controversial figure has its perks and downsides.
Yeah, 47.png, not 42.
Prone to attacks from outside sources, such as hacks, doxes, as well as being mass reported. In one of those instances, Pippa's Twitter account got banned for a single day.
I got Twitter banned last night, and now I can't send tweets from my phone anymore.
On December 28th, Pippa
Been there, Pippa.
got her Discord banned as well for unknown reasons.
Pippa, what did you do? It's fine. It's fine. Too much bed posting? It's fine. Don't worry about it.
My Discord's gone? Guess I don't have to respond to DMs.
Luckily, she regained access back to her account on January 8th.
Please, Discord support! You said I have 14 days to resolve my account issue or you close my account! But you won't respond to any tickets? My Discord is back! I will never say anything bad about Discord again!
Pippa was also embroiled in a fake doxing attempt. Basically what happened is that a YouTuber by the name of Camelot331 posted an
this motherfucker.
alluding that it was Pippa. Pippa then responded to the tweet confirming that this was not her and added that this could cause privacy issues for VTubers and legal issues for VTubers and corporations.
Jesus Christ, this not me. Please don't post things like this about VTubers. It creates privacy issues, and for people in a company, it could create legal issues.
Camelot then
So I'm gonna say this, like I've been listening to this for a while. Like it's controversial coming up. She's friends with controversial people, but Pippa got doxxed, but not by Camelot, but by the Shardy. The Shardy. Who's the Shardy? Are you talking about that shark one? I mean, so far I don't really hate this woman, this VTuber. I mean, it sounds like in the places where she was at least fighting, she seemed to have a good head on her shoulders. Yeah, she's edgy, obviously, but she's not. It doesn't seem like she's picking all that many sides, because the anti-woke guys who hang out with Camelot wouldn't have done that, right? They wouldn't have come forward and said anything, but she was, well, obviously it was about her, so she said it, but it seems, I don't know, seems like she has a better head on her shoulders, so I'd have to see what other controversies she's been in, or, you know, her general idea. So far, this is painting a good picture of her, I think, fairly good. Edgy, maybe dumb edgy or over edgy, but still a better picture.
then apologized on Twitter for the trouble he had caused, stating,
People obviously saw the picture I posted yesterday. Had I known the VTuber culture, I wouldn't have posted. A friend was hurt over it. Something I would never want to happen. Even more were hurt. It was a joke. Sorry to Pip. Good lesson learned. Apologies. Yours truly, C331.
Upon Pippa's tweet, internet detectives delved into the message, highlighting capital letters scattered within the text to unveil a hidden phrase. Phase is gay. This revelation led many to interpret it as either a lack of remorse or an act of trolling. Speculations arose that this cryptic message might have been a response to Pippa's previous jest, referring to him as a fruit during a collaborative podcast.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to see immediately.
You think it's your fault for looking a little too fruity, maybe?
Why you gotta say that?
But the biggest accusation Pippa has received is being called a Nazi and an anti-Semite. This is a common trend in VTuber spaces to throw that word around. People also believed Gargura was a Nazi at one point, which I speak about in my Gura video. In one instance, Pippa joked about shekels, which is an Israeli currency, often referenced in Jewish conspiracy theories or anti-Semitic tropes.
Hi, thank you for the 937. Thanks for the stream, Pips. Have my shekels. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the... I'm rubbing my hands. Thank you for the shekels. Thank you, guys.
And then they also accused her of doing racist jokes.
Oh man, imagine he'd start. Imagine his opening line was like, "I'll take your breath away."
Which was... well, that's Pippa.
Sometimes I say stupid shit. I'm gonna fucking shoot up a Walmart! Sometimes I say stuff and I don't believe it, but I believe it while I'm saying it. And then 5 seconds later, I'm like, that was the stupidest thing I've ever said. Why did I say that?
During a gameplay session of Hogwarts Legacy, some viewers interpreted the player's negative comments about goblins as being anti-Semitic as well.
That thing's fucking ugly.
Just a moment.
You know what? I think it's okay we're killing these things. They're pretty fucking ugly. I think we should genocide them.
This confusion may stem from prejudiced stereotypes about Jewish people, leading to a mistaken belief that the criticisms of goblin characters were indirectly
Why is everybody so pissed off? Why are y'all malnourished? There's food.
During the stream.
I just want to say, people thought that I was being anti-Semitic, shitting on the goblins. The goblins have fucking black sclera and like wrinkly, gross little faces and long ears and shit. Bro, the guy.
Yeah, why aren't you eating?
That's not a dog whistle, dude. Goblins. They're creepy looking.
Pippa also has been accused of denying the Holocaust.
The ladies need to get through cracks to eat. Even he's hungry. He can't eat because he has to make sure that that they don't eat. Get over here and eat, all of you. Oh God, y'all are something. One of you is about to crack, and there's probably going to be cracks. And all of the women are taking a beating.
Cost. When in fact this clip only shows her reading a really messed up super chat.
Thank you for the 333. I think Helen was mostly legit, but not as capable as she's made out to be. Like how that one event happened, but 6 million? No way. Wait a minute.
Same with this clip where she is going fully into her conspiracy theorist trope.
But Kate Angel, what if I told you it's already like that? What if I told you that there's already a group of people running the world right now, and they have been for hundreds of years? They're even trying to reduce the world population to 1 billion, or so some conspiracy theorists say. What if I told you, Kate Angel, that it's not about the population number, it's about who is left?
These are just few minutes out of thousands of hours of streaming. This isn't Pippa's main content. She usually focuses on creating uplifting projects, offering advices to VTubers, and producing entertaining content for her fans. These are just essentially edgy jokes, but joking about sensitive topics doesn't require you to endorse these subjects. And if you don't believe me, just hear it from Pippa herself.
Sometimes I say stupid shit, but I don't mean it. Or Sometimes I say stupid shit, and a year later, shocking, I know, but people change in a year. I don't believe it anymore. Or sometimes I still agree with it, but I didn't mean to word it the way that I did. I'm not gonna apologize, but I wish you wouldn't hate me so much. I would have worded it more nicely if I had known you were gonna hone in on it.
Pippa is often accused of being part of the alt-right movements, which has been associated with anti-Semitism. These antis often dig up clips of Pippa where she presumably manipulated coworkers into thinking that the Joshua Moon site is a good place.
They've talked about us a bit though, and they've been really friendly. There you go, Kiwi Rolls. Mii-chan just called you delicious.
Yes, this video is fucked.
What's going on? Sorry.
Crazy to think anyone would call Tenma innocent. The website owner addressed Pippa's comments, and her positive reaction to his response sparked additional controversy. This sequence of events further intensified the debate surrounding her actions and statements.
Did you see Noel's reaction to you? What the hell? No? What do you say? What the fuck is this pet anime shit? He said, why are we screaming right now? I'll take it. I'll take it. He said he wanted to become a VTuber. No? Well, help him out, Chad. Help him out, man.
There's also been threads made on Pippa where she is also accused of supporting and encouraging interactions with lolcows and alt-right Gamergates figures. The controversy surrounding Pippa involves clips that, when viewed without context, appear quite incriminating. However, it's important to note that these clips were often deliberately taken out of context. The background and timing of these accusations are crucial for understanding the full picture. The allegations originated from a user involved in the hashtag Kiwi Farm movement led by Kiffles.
Cracks.
A controversial figure who had her own movement.
Cracks is now becoming a lord by protecting this guy. So let's go. King of all the women. And I just noticed that the person we just captured is also a female. So all Cracks has done at the beginning of this thing is to beat women. This is going to be an interesting run.
Against her after she was
Keffals. Hey, if you don't know some of the things that come with Keffals, my Wiggler originated at least from Keffals from the beginning of it. The Wiggler was stolen. Someone made the Wiggler for Queeman. You probably don't know who Queeman is, Kimoji. He's a drama YouTuber. And someone had made him a Wiggler because he was going after her, especially around this stuff. And more recently, like a couple months ago, when I first got the Wiggler, the artist or an artist made one for Nicholas Diorio around the same time I asked for one because we were getting different things. So she made me one. She made Nicholas Diorio one. She's made my other Wiggler. But and she is probably going to make one once I really start grifting. I plan to get get one with like gold and stuff like that on it. I've also considered getting a White Knight one for all the times I get called a White Knight on the Alyssa. But we'll see how that goes. So a little backstory on the Hammy Wiggler.
Of thousands of dollars. There's obviously a lot more to be said about Keffals, but she's not a VTuber, so honestly, who cares? All you need to know is that this movement, which initially aimed to boycott this particular website, eventually morphed into a widespread hate campaign. Its main objective opposing anything associated with Kiwi Farms.
There we go.
Scrutinized anyone with even the slightest connection to the website, including those who referenced it in memes.
The VTuber rig is going to be crazy. There's not going to be a VTuber rig. Y'all are trying to groom me, or at least you are, Kimoji, trying to groom me to be a VTuber.
Jokes or even casual mentions. Consequently, Pippa found herself targeted during this period, caught in the crossfire of the movement's broader agenda to combat the website's influence and activities. The problem is that a user or someone such as Vosh, who now stumbles onto these threads and who doesn't understand the context of the time and space where these were written, will only take these words at face value.
Pippa, who I think is like a Nazi.
And this is why she has been a heated topic amongst VTuber audiences in the past couple of years, but hopefully...
What do you mean, no acceptable food?
The misconceptions about her.
Oh, because this is a prison. That's why. That's why.
You're gonna ask him to see his barn?
It's just polite.
Thing is, with Pippa, it really shows how a VTuber can embrace the whole 4chan / anonymous forums / rats, and how we can engage with these communities without necessarily have them define us. There is a lot of great content that can come out of mixing communities like this. And she is not just your edgy, epic, rabid VTuber, but a complex character capable of fitting both in the shitposting world and the glossy idol corporate VTuber scene. The fascinating thing with her is how she's managed to thread the line of controversy, often even crossing it sometimes, to the despair of her boss Fishman. She definitely likes to keep everyone on their toes, but she still managed becoming virtually uncancelable even through the really controversial shit she says. I guess that's the perk of always being really honest about who you are to your audience. They'll accept you for who you are. It makes it even more remarkable that she works for a company that allows her to do this. Sakana intentionally recruits controversial talents, but still aims to be seen as a legitimate idol company. So she definitely had to become a bit more tame since joining. And that's probably for the best. There is only a certain degree of honesty the internet can tolerate until it creates much more hassle than is worth it. Not gonna lie, I was familiar with Pippa before this video, but I hadn't dove that deep into her content. After researching her, I can irrevocably say that I'm kind of a fan now. I mean, she's kind of based. I always...
You know, I'm kind of the same with hearing about her. Like, she doesn't seem that bad in terms of like the way she's going. She's just controversial. She's edgy, but it sounds like a lot of the stuff that everyone sees of her, it's not like a constant edgy thing like that retarded mouse VTuber that always dresses up as a Nazi and stuff like that. That when I say like over the top edginess, that's what I mean. Not the the occasional edgy joke or something like that. So she seems like she's not that bad. This is from a year ago, so I don't know if anything has changed since then. Cracks, why don't you go sleep? Oh, you're feeding him? Thank you. Thank you, King. Let's deconstruct your bed so you'll go sleep inside.
I like to see someone who is unabashedly themselves. But what do you guys think of her? Let me know in the comments below.
So yeah, very interesting character. I may look more into her, but I mean, for the most part, it doesn't seem like she's that bad a VTuber. It seems like she's got a pretty good career on her head. Just kind of edgy.